It's time for more Uncut Long War 2. Today we're going to get introduced to a new soldier that was provided by Negavec88. What remains of humanity after the ravages of war isn't always ideal. While recruits like Solomon Gomez and Desmond Silton fight to free our species from alien rule, Peter Armstrong Black fights for the thrill of battle and nothing more. He's selfish, doesn't follow orders well, and he's gone on record saying, "I don't care if we win this fight, I've got nothing to lose." Many soldiers in the barracks dislike his attitude, but he is a very proficient marksman, so they feel obligated to tolerate it. Additionally, some people believe there's more to Peter than meets the eye. Some speculate that he lost his family in an epic tragedy, and that corrupted his personality. Others believe he was negatively affected by Advent gene therapy and lost his mind. Whatever the case, Peter is an adrenaline-addicted soldier that knows how to fight. He'll be a valuable member of our team. If I had a hammer, it would be called Operation Hammerhound. Today, we are doing a supply raid mission. It's a straightforward mission. We go in, kill all the aliens, and take all their stuff. But before we do that, let's take a look at our geoscapes and see what the status of our campaign is. Status, I don't know which one is the proper way. I guess it's tomato. But either way, the Avatar project is currently 3 blocks away from completion. Not too worried about that, though, because there's an alien facility 1 territory away in New Indonesia. So as soon as we get our resistance contacts up, then we will be able to blow this facility off the map. And then afterwards, we can turn our attention towards South Africa. It is only 2 territories away, not anything we really have to worry about. So the Avatar project is mostly under control. What we got to focus on right now is just forwarding the story and keeping a nice pace with things. We are working on constructing the Skulljack, so then we're going to be able to stab that in an Advent captain's head. Things are going well, is my point. We're on a nice, steady pace towards victory. So let's get out there and see what squad we're bringing on this supply raid mission. All right, let's talk about the squad composition. In the first 2 slots, we have the Lau brothers, Donnie Dingus Lau, our gunner, and Chen Lau, our shinobi. The gunner is bringing a flashbang and a smoke grenade. He also has the dense smoke ability that he got from the Advanced Warfare Center, so his smoke grenades are going to be incredibly potent. And Chen Lau, our shinobi, he is spec'd for stealth. He also has a medkit and a mine shield because he's shaken up. Akani Pile, our specialist, is a combat hacker. She's bringing a medkit as well and a mine shield because she is also shaken up. Everybody is getting shot the fuck up under my command, so they're not feeling too confident in my abilities, but hopefully we can change that. Next up, we have Peter Armstrong Black coming in. We're seeing this guy for the first time. He's got a battle scanner and a frag grenade, and he is a rogue, but he is going down a different tree from the rogues that we have seen. He's using the scout pack, so this is changing up the way he functions. He gains bonuses based on high cover, so if we can use that to our advantage, he's going to be very potent with this Halo Reach DMR. He's going to be like a mobile sniper. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. Next up, we have Dave the Pig Cammy. He is a ranger, and he's got a nanofiber vest and a frag grenade. And finally, we got old Saint Nick. This is Santa the Deliverer Claus. And Vlori, if you're watching, your boy is about to start delivering some grenades to the enemy. He's using a shotgun as his primary weapon, just like Sheila Fires. This is, in fact, the gun that we took off of her dead, lifeless corpse in the previous mission. So hopefully we can get some revenge for her, and she can live on in the form of this shotgun. Sheila Fires, you will forever be missed. Anyway, let's get out there and kill some aliens. All right, we're back in this desert again. You know, last time we were in the desert, somebody died. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We're going to take a relatively safe move, and we're going to spot the enemy right away. And since we do have eyes on the enemy already, we may as well chuck out some battle scanners so we can get a slightly better idea of what the rest of the battlefield looks like. Now, Peter Armstrong Black, one of the perks that I selected with him, the Scout Pack, this is giving him access to an additional battle scanner, so normally you can only carry 2 with the equipped battle scanner. He has access to 3, and we're not going to uncover anything over there. The subsequent battle scanners I will throw further along this line right here, because there are no doubt enemies in that pathway. That's usually how these missions play out. And hopefully the most important thing that I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to maintain my composure as I am drinking a Lagunitas IPA India Pale Ale right now, and it's actually very tasty. But you know, you drink too much when you play XCOM, you start making bad tactical decisions, and I definitely don't need that, because people gonna die if I start making too many bad decisions. So, ooh, looks like we spotted another officer inadvertently, so we're gonna have to deal with a war on multiple different fronts for this one.
Enemy patrol on the move.
Ooh, and there's a mech archer, so that thing has some pretty incredible range with his micro missiles, more range than the standard mech. So we're gonna have to watch out for that. We're gonna have to be very careful about how we approach this. We're gonna go ahead and just Overwatch all and let that end the turn. But you know, I think one of my favorite things to do in life, period, is to drink a beer and play XCOM. As frustrating as it may be sometimes to play XCOM, there's just something so glorious about drinking a nice cold beer while playing it. And it looks like since this patrol with the Roomba in it, the surveillance drone, since they're moving away from us, we're gonna turn our attention back over towards the mech up top side. So we're gonna get our guys back up here and move around accordingly. So since we don't have that turn timer, we can be a lot more flexible and exercise a little bit of patience with how we do things, and I think it'll be for the better. Even though there's not that much full cover up here, if we can eliminate the mech quickly, then we can move into a better position from here, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing to do. It's nice. It's nice, you know. I think everybody should try and find that one thing that they can do that just kind of centers them and just relaxes you, or even just maybe takes your mind off of the stresses of reality. And for me, it's drinking a beer and playing XCOM. Because granted, the stresses of XCOM are oh so real, and in some cases the stresses of XCOM are greater than the stresses of real life. And we do have eyes on another pod down there, but since Chen Lao is a shinobi, he has the phantom ability, so when we do break concealment, he will remain concealed, which means he is safe from any grab attempts where he is. Now, for our final... does he get eyes on him from there? Yeah. Alright, so... from our current position, we actually have eyes on everything that we want to attack. So I think we're just going to engage. I think we're just going to start it off. It's a bit risky because we're not... 1, 2, 3... yeah, we're not really obeying the 4 tile rule right now. So if we do not kill the mech, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. But I think we can do this. Most of our soldiers have pretty decent aim ratings. Yeah, I think we stand a pretty good chance of actually succeeding with this. So I'm just going to Overwatch everybody except for Chen Lao, and then we'll engage with his brother, Donnie, the Dingus Lao. Let's hope he's not being a dingus today. Let's hope he's being a little bit intelligent with his big-ass Gatling gun. 76% chance to hit. That's pretty good. I'm going to take a drink to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, but mostly gentlemen, cheers. It connected and it shredded the archer's only point of armor, so we're going to be able to rain some serious damage into it. Unfortunately, though, the captain is going to move first and soak up the first 3 shots from the Overwatch, it is going to go down. The mech archer not going to move. So did it, all the Overwatches trigger? Yeah, no, there's still one more Overwatch open from Santa Claus, but unfortunately it's not gonna get any use. Oh shit, why do I not have a what? Oh, there it is. Whoops. Alright, so we're gonna finish this thing off with the Hunter's Axe. It's only got 5 health remaining, but I've got faith in the rolls. There we go. Perfect. So now we are going to reveal the rest of the, or at least one more pod, and then as soon as this turn is over, the rest of the pods on the map will start to activate. And I suppose we, well, the Sidewinder is a more threatening target than the Advent Trooper, even though I have a slightly higher chance to hit the Trooper. I'm going to try and Dookie Blast the Sidewinder. So let's see if we get lucky here. No, we are not going to get lucky. But we did set a car on fire. So if anybody decides to use that as cover, they're going to blow up. And I think one of these guys might be thinking about using that car as cover. Cross your fingers, folks. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, wait a second. Why are there so many snakes on this mission? This is, I don't like this many snakes on a mission. It's a little bit much. The first Sidewinder gonna move and send out the poison breath, but ooh, look at that shotgun from across the map. But the med kit on Chen Lao is going to keep him protected from that. The car is gonna blow up, do a nice bit of damage to the Sidewinder, but not nearly as much as I was hoping. I kind of thought it would be a little bit more devastating than that. But now Akani is a bit isolated from the action, so she's not going to be super effective right now. I'm going to leave her move as available to me just in case I decide to go for some, just in case I decide to use her aid protocol. I don't know if I'm going to sprint her into the action or go for an aid protocol, so we'll decide that in a second. But yeah, it's important to have just something that keeps you relaxed and keeps you kind of distracted from reality. You know, I'm not saying you should totally neglect your responsibilities or anything like that, but there is a value to just being able to say, you know what, I'm just gonna go away for a minute. I'm gonna go into my own little world, and I'm gonna do my own thing with XCOM, or I'm gonna do my own thing with Skyrim or whatever. Just gonna go into my own space. Now, that Advent Trooper down there is kind of annoying because he's on Overwatch, right? We have a lot of options to deal with him, but he's not the particular target that I want to deal with. But it is what it is. I've got to take off this Overwatch, and you'll see why in just a second. 80% chance to hit. If this connects, it will be a kill. And what a glorious kill it was. Cheers. I'm going to take another sip. So, the reason landing that, removing that Overwatch was so important is because our boy Peter Armstrong Black got the Advanced Warfare Center ability Run and Gun, and I want to make use of it. I just haven't decided exactly where I'm going to go with it. So I'll have to think a little bit more, and then I'll figure out exactly what I'm going to do. Now, it's also worth noting that there are some Naga on the map, and the Nagas have squad sight, so it, you know, there's not really a way for us to... I think the only target that has vision on us right now is this Sidewinder right here, but the other ones are going to move closer in the following turns, so it's not really... there's not really much I can do about getting rid of that squad sight. The range game. Yeah, all right. Let's just start taking some shots. Missed it. Of course we missed it.
Adjusting sights.
You know, I don't think it's time for me to use run and gun just yet. Is it time for run and gun? Yeah, it's time for run and gun. All right, so here we go. Peter Armstrong Black. He's gonna show us. He's a bit of an experimental soldier right now with this rogue pack or with this scout pack, but it looked really promising. So there we go. He's in position now. What makes him so cool with the scout pack is it changes the original blindside property, which increases his damage on flank targets, to is he gets a damage bonus on his shots when he has a height advantage. So because he's up high right now, he's going to have a damage bonus when he takes his shots. But I'm not going to take a shot just yet. I'm going to chuck out a frag grenade first because I can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. And I believe since the Naja is using a sniper rifle, it cannot move and shoot in the same action. So by throwing that grenade and removing its cover, it's going to have to move to a better position before shooting. And that may prove to be very helpful. And for my final trick, since our rogue Armstrong Black is isolated and close by all the enemies, we're going to give him aid protocol and then advance Akani Pile and get her ready for some action in the following turns. And to finish it off, we'll advance Dave Cammy, our ranger, but we're not going to put him in harm's way. We're not going to put him within line of sight of any of the enemies. They're going to spit poison if I stand there. Shit, I mean, fuck. Still a little bit awkward, the situation we're in right now, because that Sidewinder down there could do a number of different things that will mess with me. So I guess to top it off, I'll throw out a smoke grenade, just get these guys covered up. So there we go. That was a pretty solid turn. And look at that. The Naja Serpentis is going to set itself on fire, and now it's trying to do a little bit of stop, drop, and roll action while it's burning. Unfortunately, Peter is now on fire. I mean, not on fire. He's poisoned, and that's not good. And this Sidewinder is getting in close. A sniper shot going to come from halfway across the map. Can't even see it. That squad site is very dangerous, but the dense smoke is providing us with some nice benefits. Chen Lao is flanked, but again, throwing that smoke grenade has proven to be a very effective maneuver. And that Advent officer back there, they kind of don't know what they're doing, so I'm just going to accept that as a nice thing that happened. Oh, please don't panic. Did I give him? I forgot who I gave the mind shield to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was indulging in this beer long before I started recording. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, when I first started drinking beer, how old was I? I think I was 21 when I first started drinking. So I've been drinking beers since for the last 3 years, almost 4 years now. And when I first started drinking beer, of course it's not going to kill it, but I came to this conclusion that all beer tastes relatively the same. And whether or not you agree with that, it's kind of true. Like even if you don't believe that to be the case, it kind of is the case. And for anybody that doesn't drink beer or that's never tasted the glory that is a nice beer, it's all kind of the same. It's all just different variations of itself. And but I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me. Now I really want to pick up this loot, but in doing so, it's going to put me in half cover. And because there is a Naga way off screen, I don't want to get clipped by squad sight while I'm in half cover. But it's juicy loot, and we have to take the juicy loot. So we got an alien strongbox, advanced conditioning, and an advanced stock. Totally worth it. But beer, every single beer, there are differences in the taste. Like a Bud Light does not taste like a Sam Adams Boston Lager, right? 90%, I believe. Well, I'm a little bit embarrassed now. Well, friends, this isn't good. Anyway, they're all like there are differences in the taste, but they're all just kind of variations of themselves. It's kind of like how Call of Duty Modern Warfare is not exactly the same as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but they are to a very large extent just variations of themselves. Now, we've got... Oh, come on. We've got to kill this thing. This is absurd. I guess we'll take a reload and then we'll fire our pistol. The poison is really messing us up, and not having a medical protocol to cleanse it is a big deal. But looks like our boy Peter Armstrong don't need no medical protocol. But on the bright side, though, I think we got this. But it's just a variation of itself. But that's not a bad thing. I think it's okay to have things that are kind of samey. I think we need that familiarity, you know, because a lot of people get on Call of Duty for just churning out the same thing over and over. And I can't remember if I've talked about this exact thing before, because I've recorded a lot of stuff that I haven't used. And I don't remember if I used the one where I talked about this, but I'm just gonna keep going down the rabbit hole. It can't be that bad. But you know, I think we need a little bit of sameness. I think the fact that Call of Duty has annual releases of basically the same game at year after year after year, there's something a little bit comforting about that. There's something nice about saying, all right, the new Call of Duty's coming out. I can buy it if I want to. If I do, it's going to be the same base level experience. It's not going to be anything shocking. The story mode is going to be about a generic grizzly white guy who's going to save the day, and he's going to have a colorful cast of friends that help him along the way. And then the multiplayer, there's going to be supply crates. There's going to be... It's going to be what it is. It's going to be kind of the same thing that it's been for the last 10 years. But that's okay. Oh, shit. That's not okay. That's not okay. Okay, so we just met Peter Armstrong, but I don't even know if we met him yet, but he's freaking dead. That's not okay. That's not okay. Because I flashbanged that thing. I'm not going to restart the mission, though. Because this is Xcom. This is how things happen sometimes. But my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm pinned down here. It was Negavek, right? Negavek? Yeah, this was Negavek's soldier. Yeah, your boy is dead. Fuck. Really? Really? It's gonna be like that, though? I thought we were gonna get out of here unscathed, and then I get crit for 11. Oh my god. Really? Really? That's how this is gonna play out. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, wow. Wow. The main reason this is so jacked up is because that stupid Sidewinder did not get killed by a 90% shot. Wow. Look at it. It had 50. I swear that was a 10% chance that killed him. Oh my god. Fuck this game. This game is terrible. X-ray neutralized. Jesus Christ, man. Dude, Peter Armstrong Black was just completely demolished by a Naga Serpentis that had a 10% chance to hit him. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm over it. I'm not over it. You know I'm not over it. I hold a grudge for a long time. But anyway, you know, just knowing that there's a little bit of familiarity in the gaming industry is kind of nice, you know. Of course, innovation is always a good thing, and it's always welcomed. Hey, we got a free action from our hair trigger, and we have a free reload as well. So we're going to take it, and we're going to try and get a little bit of deja vu. Only this time, let's hope we hit the target. No. Did not do any corrective aiming. Just continue to adjust your aim, Santa Claus, and then maybe the presents will get out on time. Holy frickin' moly. We got another body to carry out, folks. Really? That is the second 90% shot that we missed today. See, now I'm playing stupid. Now, I could have destroyed his cover, and that would have bumped it up to 100%. Rip. Okay. So this is what we're doing now. Oh, man. I mean, this mission is going incredibly well, but just one really stupid lucky shot from a Viper Serpentis is making it wildly frustrating. But yeah, innovation is always a wonderful thing, and I always hope that every single gaming company, big and small, try to innovate with everything that they do. Even if it's a sequel, I hope that there's some innovation in what these developers do. But having familiarity is nice as well. Having something that you can say, all right, it was like this last year. It's going to be like this year. Surveillance drone, very tough target, that armor. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. But this situation, oh, what a nightmare it is. Oh, what a nightmare it is. I don't think, yeah, there's no... I don't have eyes on the Advent officer with Donnie Lau, but I do have eyes on this surveillance drone, and I think that's the target I want to take out. But because I don't think I can destroy a car, right? There's only so much cover that you can destroy with demolish, and I'm pretty sure you can't destroy a car. I mean, we can check. We may as well check, right? You know what? That's stupid. I'm not even gonna try that. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna shoot at the drone, and then everybody else will shoot at the captain. All right, that's fine. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Hostile terminated.
Oh, she can't see it. Alright, well, yeah, the only enemy left on the map is that drone, so I'm just going to move into position. It's going to be so dumb if that's not the only enemy on the map, but it's the only enemy on the map. I'm going to go ahead and combat protocol on the drone. And there we go. So, ooh, that wasn't the only... Ooh. Is it not? It's over, right? It is over. What? I thought I killed everything. Really? There's more? Alright, well that was a pretty dangerous move then. It's a shame I can't pull the battle scanners out of Peter's pockets. You know, I don't advocate robbing the dead, but we could use the vision. Oh, okay. So there was a single Viper hanging around in the back of the map. And of course, oh, there was a lot more. Oh, crap. What? Come on, dude. He's in full cover. Give me a break here. I didn't realize there was this much stuff left on the map. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Well, let's put the body down and get to work. Yeah, I guess there were 3 more Vipers, huh? Alright, you just stay there and don't go anywhere.
There you go.
that was messed up. Don't go anywhere, he says about the dead body. That's mean. Wow, I did not realize it was 3 Vipers left. Holy
No
crap.
problem, boss.
Well, that's what happens when you play XCOM when you're a little bit drunk. Or tipsy, I guess you'd call it. I feel like it's not cool for a man to be tipsy. Like, tipsy sounds like a soft word. Looks like that Viper is going to run through an Overwatch. It's not going to die, but it is going to take a significant amount of punishment. The grab is going to go out, but it's going to miss. Thankfully, if that would have connected, ooh boy, I would not have a good night's sleep. We are going to connect our second Overwatch shot. It's going to be relatively small, only 3 damage out of the 10. The poison spit is going to come out. We don't have any more med kits, so that's going to be pretty devastating. Actually, we do have 1 med kit, I believe, on Akani Pile, but we can't use medical protocol. Am I right? Am I remembering that right? Oh, please don't panic. Please don't panic. Thank you. Do I have a med kit? Yes, I do have 1 med kit remaining, which means there's not too much I can do with it at the moment. I think I see a pretty good plan, though. As ugly as this situation is, we have some interesting options, and if they work out, then this will be great. It's not gonna work out exactly as I want it to, but we can still try to make this happen. We're gonna have to try to get a little bit lucky here. If we eliminate this Viper, then we can safely slash at this one. And actually, no, we'll still be flanked from the second Viper. So there's nothing we can really do with our sword at the moment. So let's just fire some shots at this guy right here and hope one of them connects. We're rolling a 50% chance to hit roughly 3 times. And one of them is going to connect, but unfortunately it's not going to do much damage. And even after a reload, we don't have great chances to hit at the moment with Chen Lao. Because of his low profile ability, he's in full cover, even though he's in half cover. Let's see who else we got. We got Santa Claus. We do have Santa Claus. And what is Santa Claus's job? To bring presents to all the children. Even if those children happen to be snake creatures, he can still bring them a nice gift. And the gift that Santa the Deliverer Claus delivers is a sweet and tasty grenade. We're going to destroy that Viper's cover, and then we're going to use... Cannot see it now. I swear I could see it before, but we can't see it now. So let's just take a shot at this Viper and hope it connects. It is going to connect. All right. Grazed it for 2 damage. Perfect. Cheers. Hey, we still got another shot. Ooh, that's 97%. I'll take it. Right in the neck, in that meaty portion. All right.
Incoming fire! I'm taking fire! I'm all right. Took some damage here.
The panics are going to come out from being poisoned. That's always the danger of being poisoned for multiple turns. There's a chance that you panic on each turn because of it, and the panic is going to take effect there. Now, we've got another grenade that can come out from our boy Santa Claus, delivering presents to all the young vipers across the world. Chitty chitty bang bang, Merry motherfucking Christmas. Boom. It's only going to do 2 damage, but we are going to uncover that snake. Uncover it for Donnie. Actually, you know, who has a slightly lowered... Alright, she can't even see that one over there. Ooh, that's on Overwatch. I didn't even see that. Alright. So here's what we do. Aid protocol goes on Donnie again. Akani Pile takes a shot at the Viper. If this thing would stop grazing, then it's going to die. Perfect. And then now that that is dead, we switch back over to Chen. And it looks like Chen can reach the Naja for a slash. So that's what he's going to do. But before we do that, we're going to finish this thing off. The brothers are coordinating. We've mowed down one snake, and now we are going to mow down what has to be the final snake. This has to be the last one. Right? There can't be more. Status confirmed. All hostiles are dead. There we go. Central Officer Bradford telling us that we did it. So yeah, we Negavec, I'm sorry. Your boy came out and he got mowed down in the same mission, and he seemed so promising too. That scout pack. We got to train up another rogue with the scout pack if we can get one, because I've never used it before, but it just seems like such a devastating ability. But you know, we have to accept that sometimes people are going to die in XCOM, and when you give your soldier a backstory that he's a bit of an adrenaline junkie, sometimes he's going to run into the field of battle, into the thick of the action. That's a phrase I like to use a lot. In the thick of it. You know, sometimes you're going to get shot the fuck up. But all things considered, though, we did a pretty good job. We did a pretty good job. You know, it was by the numbers. By the numbers. But yeah, man. Accept a little bit of predictability in your life and in your games. And that might help you branch out a little bit more. If you accept that the mainstream is usually always going to pump out just variations of itself. The Avengers, the Justice League, it's all just superhero nonsense, right? You can kind of accept that all first-person shooters are kind of the same. All hero shooters are plucked from the same mold. Everyone is trying to make the next Overwatch. It's, you know, you kind of can accept that from the bigger guys, and then you look to these smaller studios that make games like Ori and the Blind Forest, and other games like Nier Automata that I mentioned the other day. And you can appreciate those more when you accept that most things are derivative. That was pretty deep. So let's see. We got some promotions in that mission. We're going to check those out, and then I'm going to go cry myself to sleep because Peter Armstrong is dead. Okay. All right, we only got one promotion there. Somebody else in the barracks got a promotion. I have a mod installed that gives all soldiers experience, even if they're not on a mission. So we already have somebody with Walkfire. Cool Under Pressure is pretty nice, but I've got a couple of guys that have that already. I think Steady Weapon is pretty decent on the Ranger. They can light them up with their first shot, then Steady Weapon for the second, and then on the next turn, their third and fourth shots will be insanely accurate. So I'm going to go for that. And there we go. As always, the name of the game is We Got an Advent Strongbox and an Advanced Stock. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Akani Pile has recovered from her shaken status, and I'll see you next time.